morning, everyone! Today's recipe is a traditional recipe from Sicily and is called the Timbale of Capellini. Let's go through the ingredients together now. We have amazing spices and aromas, rose petals and cloves. Then we have fresh peas that I'm marinating with basil, breadcrumb, quinoa flour with nutmeg, many cheeses, goat cheese, parmesan, Asiago, and this beautiful fresh butter. The quality is really important. Then we have capellini, very delicate, but they are amazing. I love this pasta. And then fresh milk. As you can see, it's really fresh and it's perfect to make our bechamel today. Are you ready to see how to make it? Let's go. So our butter is melting, and as you can see, the color of the butter is yellow, and that's the color that the butter should have. Yellow color is the real color for butter, to have a nice quality butter. So while our ingredients are warming up, I will add 2 cloves in the milk to add a bit of flavor. So while it warms up, I add the cloves. The first thing to do is to prepare the bechamel for our timbal, which is a white cream and is super light and tasty. I love it. So the first step is to warm up the milk, because when we make any cream, the ingredients that we mix together, they need to have the same temperature. So in this case we have butter and milk. So while I melt the butter, I also warm up the milk. Not too much, just a little bit. Now we wait for the butter to melt, and then we add the quinoa flour. We toast it a bit, and then slowly we add the warm milk. We never stop whisking, so we create the perfect cream, and we toast the flour with the butter until it has reached this goldish color that we need to make perfect bechamel. So we whisk our butter with the flour till it has reached this goldish color, and it is about 4 minutes whisking. So we should whisk for 4 minutes, more or less. You can look at the color and see if it's ready for you. And now soon I'm gonna add the milk. So after 6 minutes, our milk is ready to pour in the butter and flour that we were whisking, and slowly whisking, we combine the ingredients. I love bechamel. It's one of my favorite things in the world. So now I continue whisking, not leaving the pot, till it becomes a cream. So our bechamel is ready, and as you can see, we have the perfect consistency, creamy and nice. Now I'm gonna add the nutmeg. I'm gonna grate a bit of nutmeg on the top. We love spices on our creams. Okay. And now I'm gonna let it cool down, and I can start chopping the cheeses for the timbal. Okay, now I'm ready to chop the cheeses. We need the small cubes to then spread it inside of our timbal. So we just chop them. This is quite soft, so it's easy. So before adding our capellini pasta, I'm gonna add salt in the water. And when it boils, we can start adding the pasta. This kind of pasta is quite tricky because it doesn't cook a lot, and as we know, we're gonna finish the cooking in the oven, so we're just gonna boil it for almost 1 minute, and that's it. And then we take it out. While it cooks, I'm gonna also add a bit of oil, so the spaghetti, the capellini, they don't stick to each other, and so it's easier to work them on the final shape later. So watch out to this, because it's a very nice way of making this timbal of pasta, which is very special because no one makes it like this. So now we have the pasta. We cooked it only for 1 minute, and we add it to interrupt the cooking in the cold water with the peas. So we stop the cooking, and then we can create our beautiful shape of the timbal. Now we add just a little bit of oil. Then we can start grating our parmesan all over the pasta. So we add the flavor to our pasta and piselli and peas. So now I'm gonna add a bit of oil, and I'm gonna spread it all over the tray, so then our timbal doesn't stick to the tray when it comes out from the oven. So you can do it with your hands if you don't have the material, and you spread the oil all over. And now breadcrumb in, so then we will have the crunchiness outside of our timbal. Okay. All our ingredients are ready to be combined together. First step is to add the pasta and to create the first layer on our tray. Slowly we add the pasta, pressing a bit so it sticks to the pan, to the little tray that we have here. Layer by layer, we create the timbal. Before adding more pasta, I'm gonna add a layer of cheese. 2 different kinds of cheese that we have here. It is better to keep the cheese more central, not too much on the side, so it will be better to keep the shape at the end when we cook it in the oven. Otherwise, the melted cheese goes all over the places and we will destroy the shape. And then we also add cheese, bechamel and parmesan on the top, and then we can start doing the other layer of pasta. We're gonna wait for 35 minutes, preheated oven 175 degrees. So now our timbal is ready. We're gonna cool it down. We add our rose leaves to add flavor and freshness, 2 cloves, and a bit of pepper on the top. This is the Timbale of Capellini. The smell is unbelievable. You're gonna love this recipe. Enjoy.
Hello to you and to this pasta dish. Francesca used 4 cow's milk products in this recipe, which have a high nutritional profile. I recommend sourcing them from organic farms, as they contain around 50% more omega-3 fatty acids, and also make sure you buy them full fat. And you'll notice the original color, which is much darker than what you find in supermarket shelves. Now, dairies are high in calcium, phosphorus, B vitamins, potassium, and of course, they are an excellent source of protein. They prevent osteoporosis, bone fractures, and even help you to maintain a healthy weight. Now we have green peas. They're low in calories and contain several vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants. And they're also high in fiber and protein. Green peas have a low glycemic index, which is an important factor for blood sugar control to help you prevent and treat some chronic diseases such as heart diseases, cancer, and even diabetes. Now, it's time to enjoy your protein pasta dish, and see you next.